Yo, MoMoney, welcome to the stream. We gotta win these games, sneak in the playoffs. You feel me?
On the move from inside his 5. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Husker.
How am I supposed to know? I was in 3-4. I was in 3-4. Happy Friday, Daniel.
He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
What is it, bro? What is it?
This is a huge test.
Man.
This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle.
Yo, MoMoney, welcome to the stream.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Oh my gosh, that was a great play action.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd.
That was a great play action.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. The short hands, it's Bowie. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to throw one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Man, you're bogus. I don't know, I don't know what to do about that, bro. Like, every now and then, it's just lollipop. Like, what is it?
Let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The give to the tailback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch for this offense.
There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. First down for this offense.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They just keep firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Yo, MoMoney, welcome to the stream.
Touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what he can do with the return. He smashes his way through again. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Tompkins. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unleashes it.
Whoa. No, this nigga didn't do a one-hand catch.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Turning it on! Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Gonna swing it on second down. Let's it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield. And you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Tompkins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Takes the grab. It's Briggs. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Briggs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback may change this route. And back to the air on second down. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to...
A full dive to haul that one in.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. They're working that left side. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get it for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs downs. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. To the air, it's Hendricks. Dances away. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Gonna run it. It's Bowie. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Precise precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Might as well stick with it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
Turning on the Jets. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And with that tackle, that will probably bring us to an end of the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Back to pass on second down. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he tags on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's DeLuca. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Tompkins. Quick completion on the out route. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent
This shit's so weak.
touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The offense in hurry-up mode. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Bring in the heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throwing on the run. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Everett. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds. Short gain. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
To the air, it's Tompkins. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone.
Man, bro.
Complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. So, guys, we'll see this offense again.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
Going for it all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Might be looking to run. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, Dave, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Husker.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's a hit. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He got it! A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskers want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Tompkins. Under fire. That pass not close as he got 12 trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds. 41 after the good game there.
Well, this offense has a ton of
That's
work
like a
left
definite
ahead
pick
in this
to me.
2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Second down, they'll go to the air. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
You should have commented on this video, like and subscribe for more.
When we get to the